From Washington, this is VOA News. A ceasefire in Syria is broken by snipers. Iranian officials resume discussion on nuclear weapons. I'm Vincent Bruce, reporting from Washington. Saturday in Syria, UN and various aid agencies attempted to deliver aid to the besieged city center of Homs, Syria's third largest city, now a battleground of sectarian conflict. However, sniper fire Saturday morning stalled the aid operation, despite a promise by the government and the rebels of the three-day ceasefire. Edward Yeranian reports for VOA from Cairo.
A pro-Syrian Lebanese news channel claimed the aid operation was stopped after Islamic militants violated a truce and fired on security forces. Homs Governor Talal al-Barazi told the official Syrian news agency Sana that rebel mortar shells hit a police building in New Clock Square. He insisted, however, that the operation will continue. Barazi also vowed that civilians evacuated from the city Friday will be allowed to return to their homes and neighborhoods soon. A rebel spokesman inside Homs told Sky News Arabia it was government forces that broke the truce and accused them of trying to disrupt the UN-brokered relief plan. Edward Yeranian for VOA News, Cairo.
More on this story at voanews.com. Representatives from Iran and the International Atomic Energy Agency resumed talks on Iran's nuclear program Saturday. A spokesman for Iran's Atomic Energy Organization was quoted by the nation's official. He says Iran's consultations with the United Nations Nuclear Agency will continue on Sunday. Elsewhere, an Iranian naval commander says Iran has ordered several warships to approach U.S. maritime borders as a response to the stationing of U.S. Navy vessels in the Persian Gulf. Iranian media Saturday quoted Admiral Afshin Rezaei Haddad as saying that a destroyer and a helicopter carrying supply ship have already entered the Atlantic Ocean via waters near South Africa. Leftist Egyptian politician Hamdine Sabahi has announced he will run for president in this year's election. Sabahi told his supporters in Cairo Saturday that he will wage a clear battle for the revolution. Sabahi finished third in the 2012 election that brought Mohamed Morsi to power. Sabahi became a constant critic of the Islamist Morsi until the army toppled him last year. In Saudi Arabia, at least 15 people are dead after a fire broke out at a hotel filled with Muslim pilgrims. Authorities say the hotel is located in the Saudi holy city of Medina in the country's west. Television reports from Egypt say Egyptians were among those killed. At least 130 people were injured. It was not clear what started the fire. Investigators say the Ukrainian man who tried to hijack a Turkey-bound commercial flight with 110 passengers on board and divert it to Sochi was demanding the release of prisoners in his country. Of the would-be hijacker, a spokesman for the Ukrainian Security Service Investigation Department, Maxim Lenko, said the passenger on the plane, about an hour after the plane took off, broke into the cockpit, demanding the plane change its course to Sochi. The crew restrained the suspect. The plane landed safely in Istanbul, and no explosives or weapons were found on board. An aging skier made history on the first day of team competition at the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. Norway's Ole Einar Bjørndalen became the oldest Winter Olympic gold medalist in the individual sport. The 40-year-old man finished first in the biathlon 10-kilometer sprint, beating the age record held by Canadian skeleton racer Duff Gibson at 39 years old in the 2006 Turin Olympics. Speed skater Sven Kramer of the Netherlands also had a memorable day. He defended his title in the men's 5,000 meters, winning gold with an Olympic record time of 6 minutes, 10.76 seconds. The United States captured the first gold medal of the Sochi Games. Sage Kotzenberg mastered a perilous course to win the inaugural men's snowboard slopestyle event. Sunday marks the 50th anniversary of the Beatles' American television debut on The Ed Sullivan Show, thus beginning what was known as Beatlemania in the U.S. Americans across the country are celebrating that legendary pop culture phenomenon with Beatles tributes from Capitol Records Tower in Los Angeles to JFK Airport in New York, where the band first landed on American soil. A CBS TV special late Sunday gives Beatles fans a rare treat. Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, the only two remaining of the Fab Four, will reunite. I'm Vincent Bruce, VOA News, reporting from Washington.